What's going on, guys? Jack here again. Another car vlog. Yeet. Now, before you do anything, and I just got to look out for a car first. Okay. Before you do anything, and before I talk about anything in this video, when you go ahead and go and like this video, if you enjoy it, well, you can wait until the end, I guess. If you enjoy it, you can like it. But it really helps out the video if you do hit like. It really does help push the video, and as well, if you subscribe, that really helps as well. Sorry, I'm just waiting for cars. So, other than that, the other thing I want you to go ahead and do is go to one of the links down below, and you'll be linked to my Spotify podcast. It's on Spotify now. It's called Ecom Excellence Podcast, and we will soon be on iTunes as well. So go ahead and hit that link as well. Go and check it out. We've got about 4 episodes there at the moment because we've only started about a week ago. And I'm going to be posting every second day on there. So pretty much getting into this video. First, go ahead and click those links. Go ahead below and subscribe if you haven't already. But today I want to talk about one of the main things that pretty much no one talks about. No one talks about it all when it comes to selling on e-commerce, when it comes to Shopify, Amazon, putting things on a website and selling in general. No one talks about it, and no one talks about the customer. Everyone talks about find the right product, find the demand, make sure it looks nice, make sure your webpage looks nice. No one talks about the end consumer. No one talks about the actual customer. No one talks about what's the customer thinking. Maybe put yourself in the customer's shoes. The only reason I think from this side, the only reason I think from this perspective is because I used to be a salesperson. I used to sell in retail. I used to work at JB Hi-Fi, and I sold in various different parts of the store. Almost every part of the store. I'd sold things from cameras to hard drives to TVs, even mobile phones at one point. Later on gaming consoles, even movies and music. I was a salesperson at that as well. So you really, and I was taught direct sales and basically face-to-face stuff, and that's really helped me understand people. And that's why I think I'm doing well in this space of e-commerce and selling online, and now coming into helping other people sell and really sort of connect with people. And I think that's why I get a lot of messages as to why people think they say that I'm real, and I'm the real deal, and I don't bullshit, and I just basically get to the point. And that's because I've learned how to deal with people face to face. In my selling years, I've sold, even in my retail job before that, that's going on sort of around 4 or 5 years that I've learned how to sell. And now even longer, now that I've sold on e-commerce, and now that I sell my own course now, and I teach other people how to sell. The thing that I'm going to be delving into, and I'll be talking about it a lot more in the near future, is talking about the customer, talking about the end consumer, talking about what needs to be in your brain, what you need to be thinking about when you're going to choose a product, when you're going to look at selling on Amazon, when you're going to look at selling anything in general. You have to put yourself in the mind of the customer and think, who am I talking to? Basically you first have to assess what your target audience is, but you have to put yourself in their shoes and think, okay, if I was this person, if I was looking for this, what would I be looking for? What do I want? What do I need help on? What do I need to fix? What does this product need to solve? You got to be. So this is the way I think of it. When I look, let's just say if I go online and I'm looking for a pair of shoes. Let's just say a pair of shoes. I'm looking for a pair of shoes to go to the gym. I'm looking for a pair of shoes to go running with. And this is shopping online as well. Or it could even be shopping, going out and shopping, going to the store physically and shopping. What am I thinking about? What am I personally thinking about? If I'm looking for tennis shoes, what am I personally thinking about? I want something that fits good. I want something that looks good. I want something that obviously, appeals to the eyes and that feels good as well. But, you're looking for certain things. Even if you want to, niche it down even more, let's just say I'm looking for a certain hoodie, What am I looking for, Let's just say, and it really comes down to your niche too. You have to put yourself in the in the shoes of the customer. Let's just say, you know, one of my products that I sold, my very first product that I sold, was the Bengal flask. Now, even though I was a complete beginner selling on Amazon, I still thought about what type of people wanted to buy this product. And I knew that my target audience were females, and I knew that my target audience were not just females, because it was a bangle, like it was basically like a wrist bangle, like it was a piece of jewelry. Not only that, but I was thinking, okay, what type of females? You know, what interests do they have? You know, it's going to be people who are obviously going to want to conceal their alcohol because it was a Bengal flask. You know, maybe you know, females that like going out, females that like going out to clubs, females that like going out to festivals. And when I did my Facebook targeting, I targeted that. I put myself in the shoes of the customer, and then later on I found out that people were buying it as gifts for other people, you know, even sometimes as like gag gifts, like as jokes. And I just niched it down even further. So I thought, okay, you know, people are buying this for other people as gifts. And then I started finding out that some of them, you know, it was too big for some people. So if I still wanted to go into that product, I'd be talking to suppliers and figuring out ways to make the flask smaller, you know, to fit smaller wrists, or maybe do different sizes and whatnot. But I was sitting in the, you know, I was sitting in the shoes of the customer, and I thought to myself, you know, why do I do this? Why does no one talk about this? And I think it's because a lot of people don't actually, you know, have never had direct sales, you know, have never had that experience. But it's something that you really need to think about. And every time you look at a product, every time you're going into a niche, you have to think, okay, who is my target audience? What is my niche? What do they want? You know, if I was in their shoes, what am I looking for? You know, what do I need help with? What am I trying to fix? What problem am I trying to solve with this product? And if your product fills all those needs, if your product, you know, theoretically, if that product's what you're looking for, if you're that customer, it's a good indication that it's a good product to go for. So I don't really see a lot of these guys on Amazon talking about the actual customer, talking about them as though, you know, they're actual people, which you really need to do. It's a really key point into selling anything. And I think that's why I sort of connect well with a lot of people, is because, you know, you put yourself in that person's shoes, and you try and articulate what they want and what they need. And obviously it's good, you know, you need to look at the numbers, you need to look at the data to see, you know, is this product in demand? Is it making enough sales? Is it good enough? You know, do I need reviews and such, you know, this and that? It's obviously a good basis to go for, but the core element when you're going to selling in general is, you know, if I was the customer, who, you know, are my needs going to be fulfilled? Am I going to want this product? Do I need this product? So you really need to think about that, and that comes to anything, comes to selling with anything. Here's a thing for you that might help you guys out. Next time you are talking to someone about a product, next time you're talking about someone about anything, it might not even have to be selling. Start asking them questions. You know, start learning things from them as well. When I was selling, the thing that I would do is not just let them talk, but once they're finished talking, I would ask them questions. I'd try and get information out of them as much as I could. And then once I knew they were ready to sell, I would just shut up. And I would let them tell me what they want, because there's people that are different as well. And I'll start talking more about this as well. I was taught that there was 4 different kinds of people, but 2 of them being that there's one that knows what they want, and they will tell you what they want, and in that case you shut up and you listen, and you just you just sell it to them, you just give them what they want. There is another kind of person, you know, the second person in out of those 4 people, the second person has no idea what they want, and they are coming here to ask you, and that's when you listen to them, you listen to what they need, and then you ask questions. You know, I need this, this, and this. Then you ask, okay, what do you need this, this, and this for? And then you basically just delve deeper. You go into the rabbit hole, and you start really delving into what they need, and you know, just sort of picking their brains, and that'll help you get a better idea of what they want. It's also another reason why you might see some advertisements for products on Facebook where they start off the ad with a question. It's because, you know, they're asking you, they're picking your brains about that. So they'll say, you know, if it's something to do with skincare, let's say, you know, sick and tired of this, this, and this. and then you'll sit there and you'll look at the question. And if you're interested in that product, you'll think, yeah, I kind of am. And you know, a lot of people, if they're in the market for that, if they're looking for that, it's going to be a lot easier to sell to. But look, I'll stop rambling about this because I've been going on quite a while. But here's a thought for there's someone taking out their bin. Someone taking out. Actually, I got to bring my bins in. It's bin day. It's Friday. It's bin day here where I am. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with this here. Is next time you go to sell a product, next time you're looking at selling anything, and even when you're talking to someone, make sure that you put yourselves in their shoes. It's going to really draw the path to whether that product's going to be good or not. It's going to help you, you know, find whether that product's going to be good or not if you're putting yourself in the shoes of the customer, you know, and thinking whether it's going to help solve the problem or not. And I guarantee you, it's going to help shed some light on your product research and your product finding. So hope this helps you. Anyway, there'll be more videos on this, but I wanted to put this one out before I head off. Make sure you do check out those links below. And if you are interested, if you didn't know, if this is the first video that you're watching and you do like this, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. But apart from that, I also sell an Amazon FBA course for Aussies. It helps you start selling on the Aussie and the US marketplace. So if you're interested in that, it's the first link down below. But I'll also be linking my podcast, which is free. It's on Spotify, soon to be on iTunes as well. And you've got heaps of, you know, valuable content out of that as well. If you have any questions about this video or anything else on the channel, comment below or even send me a message on Facebook. I always try and reply within a few hours. It's fairly quick majority of the time. So send me a message and I'm happy to help. Apart from that, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one.